Hello, what is up guys? Eman from Peso Smart PH here. Welcome sa bagong episode. Shout out to all the podcast listeners as well. I appreciate you all. Today, let's talk about inflation rate and yung VAT or value added tax. Yung number is 6.1% for the month of June. So whether you agree or not, yung actual number na nirelease ng mga statistician ng I think PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority, is 6.1%. We can't really do anything about it, and that is ultimately out of our control. And if hindi nyo pa napapanood yung video about inflation and how it affects our money, click nyo lang yung yung link dyan sa upper right corner ng video. Ilalagay ko dyan yung card ng video na yun or ng episode na yun. And sa mga podcast listeners dyan, punta lang kayo sa I think 3 or 4 episodes ago yun. So balikan nyo lang yun and para mapakinggan nyo din. So ito, konting illustration lang kung paano ba naapektuhan ng inflation yung ating pera. So kung for example meron kang 1 million pesos and then nilagay mo lang sa bangko, after a year tumubo yan ng 625 pesos kasi hindi naman ganun kalaki yung interest rate na binibigay ng mga banks unless all digital bank ka. So kung i-take into account natin yung 6.1% na inflation for June, yung buying power ng 1,625,000 pesos mo is just 939,000 pesos na lang. Pero if yung average, ang ginamit natin na computation, kasi 4.4% yung average ng inflation sa Philippines from January to June. So maging actual buying power mo na lang is 956. So syempre mas mataas dun sa kinompute natin na 6.1% kasi that is just for June. And then, kapag ka naman nag-invest ka, instead of just saving up yung iyong 1 million pesos sa bangko, nag-invest ka, sabihin natin stocks and nagbigay siya ng yield ng around 5%. So, ang i-consider lang natin dito is yung, for example, dividend yield lang kasi hindi naman natin ibebenta yung stocks. So, kumbaga, realized gain lang yung iti-take into account natin dito. So, bukod pa dyan yung capital appreciation or depreciation. So, kapag ka nag-yield ng 5%, yung 1 million mo, maging 1,050,000 pesos yun. And kung sa 10% naman, maging 1,100,000 pesos. Kapag ka kinumpute natin sa 6.1% na inflation, yung buying power ng iyong 1,050,000 is maging 985,000 pesos na lang. And yung 1.1 million mo, maging 1,032,900 na lang. And kung yung average naman yung ating ilalagay sa equation, maging 1,003,800 pa rin. So, okay pa rin, no? You're still kind of beating inflation, but, 50K. So, kumbaga, effective na kinita mo lang for the whole year is around 3,800. But, not bad. At least hindi nag-depreciate yung 1 million pesos mo. And sa 10% naman, kumita ka ng 51,600. So, ganyan na apektuhan ng inflation ang ating pera. That is why it's not advisable to keep a big chunk of money sa bank. Okay? Although yes, kailangan natin ng emergency fund, but it doesn't have to be this big. Unless, di ba, sobrang laki nung kinikita mo sa isang buwan na yung 6 months worth of salary mo is 1 million pesos. So yeah, for me, hindi umaabot sa 1 million yung sweldo ko for 6 months. But yeah, para sa iba na merong ultra high paying job na umaabot ng 1 million yung emergency fund kasi yun yung 6 month worth of salary nyo, then yeah, kudos to you and good job dun sa trabaho mo. Anyway, kumbaga subtopic lang yung inflation and yung illustration na pinakita ko sa inyo previously. Ang gusto ko talagang pag-usapan today is value added tax. Kasi isa to sa mga pwede nating iwasan na bayaran, lalo na kapag namimili tayo ng ating mga groceries and ng mga kinakain natin every single day kasi lahat naman tayo, di ba, kumakain. So, value added tax. So, sa BAR to, by the way. So, value added tax or VAT is a form of sales tax. It is a tax on consumption levied on the sale, barter, exchange, or lease of goods or properties and services in the Philippines and on importation of goods into the Philippines. It is an indirect tax which may be shifted or passed on to the buyer, transferee, or lessee of goods, properties, or services. So, ang gusto kong i-point out dito is again yung VAT on sa mga bilihin sa groceries. Kasi merong mga tax exemptions, no, or mga exempted sa VAT. So ngayon, tingnan natin kung ano ba yung VAT rate. On sale of goods and properties, 12% of the gross selling price or gross value in money of the goods or properties sold, bartered, or exchange. So alam naman natin, for example, bumili ka na nag-grocery ka, no? Yung mga bilihin doon, well, except doon sa mga exempted sa taxes, 12% yung pinapataw or pinapatong na VAT or tax. On sale of services and use of lease of properties, 12% of gross receipts derived from the sale or exchange of services, including the use or lease of properties. And then, importation of goods, huwag natin masyadong i-discuss to kasi hindi naman ito yung main topic natin. And then, on export sales and other zero-rated sales, 0%. So, yan. Kasi diba, parang nakikita ko rin sa socials na yung mga nag-aaway. Yung mga nag-aaway about, politics and kung sinong kampi dito, kung sinong kampi dyan. And yung parang laging argument is hindi ka naman nagbabayad ng tax, blah 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 blah, wala kang contribution sa society, sa community, sa bansa, or sa city, or sa municipality na tinitirahan mo, or sa region na tinitirahan mo. And ang lagi kasing basihan is yung income tax. Kasi for example, ito sample computation na to. So ito rough estimate or number lang to. Pagka yung sweldo mo is 21,814 pesos per month and pababa, hindi ka nagbabayad ng kahit anong income tax. Kasi merong threshold to eh. So kapag ka multiply na nga natin. So pagka multiply to sa 12, around 261,000 pesos per year yung sinasweldo mo or yung kinikita mo. So, hindi natataksan yun. But I'm not sure kung ano yung exact number. I think 250 to 60k nga. Pagka below that yung income mo for the year, then hindi ka nagbabayad ng kahit anong income tax. But kapag ka tumaas, sabihin natin naging 21815. Wait, what? 21815. Yan, nagbabayad ka na ng konting tax. So, dyan nagsa-start no, na mataksan. So, parang ang katwiran ng mga may malalaking sweldo na above 21,815 na sila lang yung nagbabayad ng taxes. No. Kasi merong value-added tax. So, for example nga, bumili ka sa convenience store kung ano man ng inumin or ng tubig or I'm not sure kung exempt ba yung tubig. Kasi hindi naman ako nabili ng water kasi meron akong filter. I'm not sure. I have to clarify that. But yeah. For example, bumili ka ng sardinas, no? Kasi yun, process na yun. So, hindi siya considered as hindi pa napaprocess. na good. So, that is being taxed. So, hindi mo pwedeng i-argue na dahil minimum wage earner yung isang tao na hindi sila nagbabayad ng taxes. Kasi, unless like lahat ng kinakain nila is whole foods and puro fresh no na poultry, fish or kung ano man, yan, hindi sila nagbabayad ng VAT kasi walang VAT yung mga ganon. So punta na nga tayo. So ito, what is VAT exempt sale? It is a sale of goods, properties, or service and the use or lease of properties which is not subject to output tax and whereby the buyer is not allowed any tax credit or input tax related to such exempt sale. What are VAT-exempt transactions? Sale or importation of agricultural and marine food products in their original state. Again, original state. So, mga fresh na poultry or mga fish or pork or what they call this, beef, no? Yung raw talaga. Sabihin natin, fish fillet or fresh na, what they call this, fresh na bangus, fresh na tilapia. fresh na chicken, whole chicken, or fresh na breast fillet, which is my favorite. And livestock and poultry of a kind generally used as or yielding or producing foods for human consumption, and breeding stock and genetic materials therefore. Then ito, huwag natin i-discuss lahat, no. I just want to give you an idea kung ano ba yung mga si mga tax exempt. And kaya ako naman to din i-discuss kasi nga ang taas ng inflation, so kailangan natin magtipid kahit papano, so that we can still save up even though tumataas yung inflation, and of course invest that money in a good asset. Alright, so ito isang example. So namili ako kanina, yung total ko was around 989 pesos and 75 centavos. So sana to, SM Hypermarket. And then items purchased 17 in total. Yung VATable sale is 156.29, and yung VAT na binayaran ko in total out of 989.75 was 18.76 lang. So obviously hindi yan yung 12% no, nung 989. Kasi nga ang VATable sale lang is 156.29. Yung VAT exempt sale, hindi ako nagbayad ng VAT dito, was 814.70. So ano nga ba yung mga VAT exempt na sale? So unang-una is yung SMB eggs, so 90 pesos, walang VAT yan. Yung onion, wala ring VAT yan, 50.10. Garlic, wala rin, 37.50. Yung cabbage, wala rin, 54 pesos. And then itong corn and carrots ko, wala rin yung VAT, 97.50 in total. Then yung aking chicken na giniling, 187.60, wala rin yung VAT. Then lastly, yung aking bangus na fillet from Seeking, 298 pesos, wala ring VAT yan. So ano nga ba yung merong VAT? Ang meron lang is yung Nissin Spicy Chicken. Ito ay instant noodles from Nissin. Obviously, yakisoba to. And then, yung next was yung Del Monte Sweet na ketchup, 31 pesos. And then lastly is itong Queensland na butter, 110 pesos. So yung total niyan, pagka kinumpit natin, nasa 175 pesos 0.05. Yung total ng 34.05 plus, what do you call this, 31 plus 110. Then kapag niles natin yung 18.76, which is yung VAT, magiging 156 yung total niya. So bali, yung total na binayaran ko for yung mga VATable is 156.29 plus 18.76, which is yung total nga 175.05. I hope that made sense, and I just want to share this with you guys, especially sa mga bagong, what do you call this, mga bagong salang sa workforce na nagtatry magtipid. And for example, nagtatry kayong, gusto nyo mag-solo, lumipat ng, for example, ng apartment or ng condo. Kasi gusto nyo bumukod from your parents, from your relatives, from your siblings, para lang ma-experience, no? And para, to develop habits on how to be a responsible adult and how to be responsible with your finances. Kasi as much as we want to stay with our parents, para syempre, di ba, tipid. Hindi ka nagre-renta, hindi ka nagbabayad ng bahay, nag-contribute ka siguro ng konti for like groceries, for internet, or for utilities. But pagka nagsolo ka, like, doon mo talaga makikita kung kung gaano ka-privileged ang isang tao na, na kaya pwede magstay sa poder ng parents nila for a very long time. I mean, I experienced that and I acknowledge that privilege, and now na I'm going to like 2 years na solo na ako nakatira dito sa condo sa bahay. I know how challenging it is to stick with your budget kasi ang daming ads. Like, our lives are always surrounded with advertisements. And minsan ang hirap like mag-say no sa isang bagay na, nag-crave ako ng ito, sige, bili ako nito. And then ending at the end of the month, after paying all of your, all of your responsibilities, all of your bills, wala nang natitira, walang na invest. So that's not really good. So ito, Itong mga pinamili ko na to, I think this will last me almost 2 weeks, hopefully. Kasi marami naman to, and marami rin naman like mga stock na pagkain dito. And I just want to, what do you call this? To share this with you. Syempre, iba't iba tayo ng, what do you call this? Iba't iba tayo ng diet, iba't iba tayo ng preference sa pagkain. But it's much better to stick to whole foods. Kasi walang VAT yan, no? But syempre yung iba yan, nava-VAT yan. Lalo na yung mga, for example, chichirya or mga processed na food, meat, and all that. Pero pagka yung raw state talaga, walang VAT yan. So, hopefully, this helped, guys. And na natin yung episode here. Sana may natutunan kayo. And if umabot kayo at the end of this video, thank you very much. I appreciate you. If natripan nyo yung content ko, give this video a thumbs up. And if hindi nyo naman gusto, then give this video a thumbs down. If bago ka sa channel ko, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell para wala akong miss out sa mga uploads ko every single day. And I just want to promote the channel membership again, guys. If you want to support the channel in an additional way, then meron tayong YouTube membership. Nasa description din yung details about that. And if ever may mga bibilin kayo sa Shopee or sa Lazada, then you can also use my affiliate link to support the channel. You can also follow me sa mga social media platforms ko. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at emanpspage. Thanks again for watching and listening, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you on the next episode. Always remember, be Peso smart.